If you are new here, welcome. And if you are returning, welcome back, baby. What's up? What's up? How y'all doing? Happy Tuesday. Okay. We are just coming right on down. It seems. Seems like time is just flying. To me, it do anyway. Uh-oh. Let's make that bigger. There we go. Okay. Seems like time is just flying. Hey, Daisy Neves. How you doing, boo? Okay, I'm just going to switch accounts real quick. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to get started. Okay. So tonight we're going to be going into the Light Seers Tarot, the Moon Seekers and Umbrella Oracle, and then I have the Wisdom of the Oracle. Okay, so that's what I have for us this evening. All right. So that being said, let me just pin this. And we can go ahead and get started. How you doing, Dennis? All right. Slay Princess, what's up? What's up? How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Okay, okay. Uh-oh, what did I done did? Okay, nothing. Okay, I hope y'all had a fabulous day. I had a good day. Got a lot of stuff coming up real soon. I can't even hear how these cards be sticking. I can't stand it. Let me do two more and then I promise you we're going to start. Okay? Last one. There we go. All right, let me push it just ever so slightly. Because I keep seeing that I'm not in the camera. Okay. Holy Spirit, what is it that you got for the collective of all 12 zodiac signs? Starting off with the Nine of Pentacles in the upright. Okay. What is in the energy? The Hermit is in the upright. We have the Ace of Swords in reverse. What's up, True Beauty? We have the Three of Wands in reverse. And the Knight of Swords in reverse. Bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Swords here in the upright. The Seven of Pentacles in the upright. Ooh. Four of Wands in the upright. And what's under there? Temperance in the upright. Okay, so we got Sagittarius, Aries, Taurus, and Aquarius. Okay, so here with the Five of Swords, somebody wanted to win at all costs. They were very much in their ego. Now, I know this is going to sound crazy, but it looks like somebody was kind of like dragging their feet to get to the altar. Because, see, this is like about marriage and stability. But, see, somebody was moving real slow to get something to grow where y'all were going to end up together, which is so crazy. Now, it could be that somebody kind of whispered something in somebody's ear and like, you know how sometimes people will give their opinion about somebody you're dating and they'll be like, well, you know, if I was you, I mean, I think they're like this. And then, you know how sometimes when people can get in somebody's ear, so then they just start acting funny and like taking their time. I'm getting the relationship started to grow slow getting towards the altar. But in the end, here with Temperance, in order for somebody to feel balanced, they felt like they had to end things. Dang. World is here in the upright. So this is Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, and Taurus. So it does look like somebody did want to win at all costs. It may have, the reason why they got into their ego could have been because somebody was whispering in their ear about their partnership. So then this person started acting funny, moving and trying to make the connection grow. Like I said, grow very slow. But then in order to feel balanced, they felt like they had to go be by themselves. I don't like it. What's up, Boo Boo Bear Martin Simpson? A little victual and fortunate for life. How you doing? Okay. Now, at the bottom of that, we got these Nine of Pentacles, which is Virgo. The Hermit, which is also Virgo. The Ace of Swords is in reverse, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Three of Wands is in reverse. That's Aries. And then the Knight of Swords is Aquarius. Okay. Somebody is very successful when they are by themselves. Whenever somebody gets by themselves, it's like they draw close to the divine and they do very well for themselves. They're happy. Somebody's happily single. It doesn't matter. Whether they're going through trials and tribulations, they don't feel alone. Whoever this is, they might like their they might like being by themselves. You know, some people like being alone. They like their peace. You know what I mean? And it doesn't bother them. Here though, with the Ace of Swords and the Three of Wands and the Knight of Swords, somebody like in their piece put the final nail in the coffin when it came to, well, this is not the Four of Swords, but with the Ace of Swords, something is basically has come to a complete ending. Okay, so somebody loving being alone is caused a permanent ending, and this ain't one of those ones where it's like we're gonna break up the makeup. This is somebody basically saying I'd rather be alone and I want to break up. So here with this Ace of Swords, so there's been a permanent ending to a relationship, and now somebody feels like the relationship has been self-sabotaged, and you know, and whoever wants to be alone, they just completely just start slowing down. I don't want to break up the makeup. This is gonna be over, and I'm gonna self-sabotage. We're gonna just slow this whole thing all the way down. Now, we seen at the bottom, somebody did say, now it could have been because I don't know. They feel like something got in their head that caused them to act like this. Let's talk about this Nine of Pentacles. Why does somebody want to be single? How you doing, Sherlon, Shervana, Five Dimes, and JP the Guy? What's up, baby? All right, so let's talk about this Nine of Pentacles here in the upright. This person who likes, you know, they're single, they're sexy, they're independent. Whoever this is, they may feel like when they work with someone, they always end up caught up. This is like being a stalemate. Somebody feels like when they try to work with others, their scales get out of balance. You know, this is also feeling, you see how them birds are. It's almost like somebody feel like they're being pulled in multiple directions. Things start getting them in their head. You know, this is about communication. They're trying to bind her. Energy is being spilled out. Somebody feels out of balance. You see on her arm, those scales on her arm right there. And this is Libra here with the Two of Swords. And this Three of Pentacles is Capricorn. Somebody feels out of balance. And they feel like, you know, every time I try to work with somebody, I end up at a stalemate and I feel out of balance. Like I can't see my way out. They may even feel like they drain a lot of their energy. But when they're single, they relieve all burdens. When I'm by myself, all my burdens are lifted. But when I'm in a relationship, I feel bound. So the Ten of Wands is Sagittarius. What's up, Bethany Elliott and Clifford Beans? Chersey, what's up? So we got the Hermit, Virgo. So somebody is like, you know, I think I would just be better off being alone. So let's talk about this person who wants to be alone. What's up, Bill Weeks? Let's talk about this Hermit. What's up? Let's ask D. How you doing? The Hermit. Hey, Edward Figueroa. Okay, we got the Six of Pentacles here in the upright. The Nine of Swords is in reverse, and the Knight of Wands is in the upright. The Knight of Wands is Sagittarius. The Six of Pentacles is Taurus, and the Nine of Swords is Gemini. Someone feels like, I think I gotta give her. And let me tell you why. Because when somebody has a lot of passion for somebody, they tend to give. I think I got an overgiver here. When I'm passionate about somebody and you my boo, somebody give money. Somebody's a gift giver. And it don't take much to let it down to get the money flowing. You love them down, and here they go with that Knight of Wands. Somebody be like, here you go, baby. Go buy yourself something nice. So we got somebody that gives gifts, okay? And they, and I'm going to be honest with you, they wasn't stressed about it when they was doing it. Now, whoever this is that's in this hermit, they were not stressed when they would give money. But I find it interesting now, though, that they want to be alone. This is also about spiritual enlightenment or going through some sort of spiritual something here. You know what I'm saying? Somebody could be going through some sort of spiritual enlightenment or elevation, because there used to be a time when they would give and they weren't really stressed about giving. They was giving, but now it's like they want to be alone. Somebody is like completely switching everything up with the Ace of Swords. This is them saying, hey, I want a permanent ending. I don't know. Let's see what's going on here with this Ace of Swords. What's up, Tamal Evangelina Garza? How you doing? Ace of Swords, please, in reverse. We got the Eight of Swords in the upright, the Nine of Cups is in reverse, and the Queen of Wands is in reverse. I think somebody wants to end it because, okay, how do I put this? How do I put this without spirit? Like, I see what's going on here. When somebody is in a relationship, they kind of lose themselves. So, like, they start having sex with someone, they start giving money, they're not really stressing out about stability, but they're just, it's like they just free giving. They just give. And that's the problem. And I'm going to show you why that's a problem. Because when we turn over here to the Ace of Swords in reverse, they end up in a mental prison from all of this overgiving. Now, how could you end up in a mental prison from overgiving? This could be overspending with the Nine of Cups. That is pleasures and just a lot of pleasures, baby. This could be the pleasures. This is doing too much. This is doing too much when the Nine of Cups is in reverse. That could be doing too much in partying, drinking, eating, the pleasures of life. Somebody is overindulging, and then they end up in a mental prison, because once you keep giving, now you have actually kind of bound yourself from all this overgiving. And then when they do all that overgiving, now they over here feeling all upset as the Queen of Wands in reverse, because now they don't feel as confident, because it's like now they done got themselves in the head game, a head space. Because now you realize, it's kind of like realizing like, oh snap, I kind of overgave this month. I'm going to be a little short on such and such bill. I'm going to have to catch that up next month. That type of thing. So somebody is actually, the thing that is ending is they're binding themselves. And somebody probably is tired of it. I'm tired of being caught up in situations where I'm kind of the one binding myself up from overspending. And then once I overspend, now I don't have the confidence about how I'm going to get myself out of a situation. Somebody may feel like they're self-sabotaging themselves. Because see, you technically you are self-sabotaging yourself. Because see, this is about having everything necessary to meet your goal, and all you got to do is hold and maintain it. So like you got everything you need, but you hold and maintain it when it's in the upright, and you're waiting on those ships to come in. But when it's in reverse, you can't hold and maintain because you don't have everything you need to get stuff to come in, especially if you're overspending. So somebody is kind of like self-sabotaging themselves by way of a sexual relationship. They have a sex with somebody, but it is causing problems. Hey, Jeremy Burst and Charity Ward. Okay, so somebody is they're their own thorn in their heel. It's like, man, once they get somebody, I'm telling you, it's like they go overboard. Their nose be wide open, as some people say. You know how like when you meet somebody and like you may know somebody. If it's not you, you just know somebody who like when you see him fall in love. Like I knew this one guy I worked with. He had just started dating this lady, right? He was like, I'm in love. I'm gonna marry her. That's the feeling I get. And so this person starts feeling all some kind of way, and then they start giving all this money and stuff. And so then it's like, then that now when they balance their checkbook and they sit up here and they check their account, be like, I didn't overdid it now. But because their nose was so wide open, it's like they just give. Basically, what baby want, baby get. So they end up self-sabotaging it, huh? Let's talk about this Three of Wands. Three of Wands is in reverse. We got the, see what I'm saying? Five of Wands in the upright. Four of Swords is in the upright. 10 of Pentacles is in reverse. Somebody self-sabotages their stability. And now their whole family is suffering. Because that's a family. So somebody self-sabotages themselves and their family. And they put themselves out here in chaos and conflict by the choices and decisions they make. And now they feel less confident. And then it's like, but somebody is ready to put an end to it because the Four of Swords is here. So somebody is making the hard choice to just be alone. I just need to be by myself. And I appreciate that, because sometimes y'all, sometimes when your finances is together, you don't need to be dating. And so whoever this is, they're making a choice to put the final nail in the coffin on the chaos. Okay, this got to stop. I love you. I'm giving to you. I want to take you out and I want to spend on you. But now I done got myself in trouble. And let me tell you something. This can actually happen to anybody. It can happen to females. It can happen to males, especially in today's climate. Like, I know I talk to y'all about a lot of the stuff I see online sometimes. Like, I see these women and they keep wanting these men to spend all this money on these first dates. I seen one boy, his mom was going off because the girl wanted him to spend $1,000 on the first date. And his mama said, he was a very young man. Like, he was only like 18, 19 or 20, somewhere in there. And his mom went off and said, he's just trying to get to know you. How do I even know you're worth the reservation? You might not be worth the reservation or to be doing all of this. So sometimes some of these people be like, imagine you take somebody out, you're attracted to them, and then you didn't overspent on this dinner trying to impress somebody who might not even be worthy of all of that. Like, one guy, this girl's, I don't know what the trend is. I like the Cheesecake Factory, but some people are like, I'm too good to eat a Cheesecake Factory. So one guy took the girl to a nice restaurant. She ate like a pig. Ugh. You see what I'm saying? And so this is somebody who is looking like, I just need to go ahead and I got to stop this. I need to be alone. Somebody is saying they need to be alone. Because they find themselves in trouble. Because, like, if you're going out and you're trying to impress somebody, you can get caught up in that. Trying to be, what do we call that? When you're trying to showboat, that spirit, y'all got a word for it. Clout chasing. You want somebody, you got it. Well, no, whoever this is ain't got it. They don't have it. I mean, they have it for them. They don't have it for whoever this is. See, when they're by themselves, they got it. They stable as all can be, taking care of them. But whoever this is, it's like they go overboard in a relationship. And so now that they're in a relationship, now you ain't got caught up. Now you stressing out. And now your scales are out of balance. Somebody's better off by themselves. So they want to slow down. So it's like somebody is trying to check themselves and slow down. Hey, Bird Brain Beauty. Hey, Yasmin. Okay, Malika Cassil, welcome. Lindell Anderson. How y'all doing? Welcome. Ola Jones. How I miss you, sweetie. Welcome to the channel. Tamal. Did I get y'all? Tamal Evelina Garcia. I know I got you. Les SD. I think I got you too. Elizabeth. I'm sorry I missed you. Hey. Or maybe I didn't. I don't know. Let's talk about this Knight of Swords. But like, imagine though, you want to take somebody out and it's you find them very attractive and they tell me they want you to spend $500 or $600. That's bill money. Some of these people want you to spend like rent money. One girl, This girl went out, hey, what you doing here? He was like, what you said we was going to the movie. It's the first of the month. So I can't take you out? It's the first of the month. And he said, what is that supposed to mean? I got bills. You gonna pay these bills? You gonna pay my rent? He said, what? I paid my rent. What is you talking about? He literally handed her, he said, listen, I can't pay your rent. I just got paid today. He said it ain't a lot, but it's like, it was an $800 check. He handed her the check. She said, what am I supposed to do with this? Never in my life has no man handed me his whole check and I would ever look at it and be like, what am I going to do with this? I don't really be wondering, like, man, I have a son, and I just be like, Lord, is this what it's gonna be like for my baby? Dinosaurs, cause I'm not that kind of woman. I don't know. I just find that very interesting. He handed her the whole check out, and she turned her nose up. I said, "Oh, girl, you ain't had no money a minute ago. Now you got $800, and you looking at him telling me it ain't enough." Knight of Swords here is in reverse. Okay, we got the Page of Pentacles in reverse, the Devil in reverse, and the Strength is in reverse. So let's talk about this. So whoever this is, who is going overboard when they find themselves in a physical relationship. Let's just say that. I don't know how serious this relationship is, but when they're in a physical relationship, they overspend, they overgive, they overindulge. They spend too much money taking somebody out. And so now their home life is completely unstable, and now they finding themselves in chaos, so they want to slow down. This is oh my God. Somebody has got to get their spending under control. Somebody is spending like they got it. They don't got it. They got to release these toxic spending behaviors. They end up in the Page of Pentacles. This is horrible. Who is spending money like this to where you in the Page of Pentacles? They got to slow down. They became a Page of Pentacles in reverse, baby. Now you need some help. And somebody's realizing with the Devil in reverse, because the devil is about lustful desires sometimes. And this person did say that Knight of Wands, so it's lust. Got them overspending. And so somebody's like, okay, I got to get myself free from this. Every time I get to feeling, and when y'all lay down sometimes, the heart go with it. And sometimes people don't know how to say no. And so whoever this is, they end up in a Page of Pentacles in reverse. They end up with no money. And they're like, okay, you got to release these toxic ways. You got to get yourself under control. You out here moving like you childish. And you need to be stronger than this. Somebody got to get their spending under control with strength. So we got Leo, Capricorn, Virgo. The Four of Swords was, the Four of Swords. Hold on. Sometimes y'all be getting so confused. Libra, Leo, Ten of Pentacles, Virgo. Okay, the Five of Wands was Leo. Then the Queen of Wands was Leo. The Nine of Cups was Pisces, and the Eight of Swords was Aquarius. Okay, we're all caught up. Hey, Devin Paul. I see you, Sherlon Shavana. I spoke to you, sweet pea. So here it is. Somebody is just like, they just, they get a little happy. And that can happen. You get with somebody, you connecting with them, you feel like you got a lot of chemistry and passion, and you feeling like, hey man, this is baby. And you really finding yourself falling. But somebody is like realizing like, okay, yeah, I'm falling in love with this person, but I ain't got no money. Now I'm in trouble. Now I'm unstable. And you're normally a Nine of Pentacles, but you went from a Nine of Pentacles to being like, now your instability is affecting your entire family. That is not good. That is not good. Okay. Hey, John Dillon. So we got the Seven of Wands is in reverse. Somebody feels defeated because it's like they didn't got themselves caught up. And it's like, oh my goodness. Just one. Thank you. Yeah, somebody is feeling defeated because, you know, wanting to win a person over at all costs, right? You meet a young lady, and I'm using a man meeting a woman because I see so many women who are bankrupting men for like first dates right now. I'm not really seeing y'all ladies being bankrupted. As it come across my feed, it's the ladies doing these men like this. This is somebody wanting to win somebody at all costs. So they're not really stressing because it's like you trying to look like a baller. And but you end up feeling defeated. Because now it's like you done got yourself caught up. Now your scales are out of balance trying to impress somebody that you want to have sex with or that you are having sex with. And so it's like by you doing this, like I said, you end up losing your confidence because now your money funny. Now it's like, see how it's like now stuff is starting to thin out for you. Now your wallet, sometimes you got it, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you up, sometimes you down. And now emotionally and financially, you're being affected by this. And this is bad because when you're by yourself, you're stable. You're a hard worker and you're very, very stable. And so somebody is now realizing that, I'm a lot stronger when I'm by myself. Y'all ain't gonna like what I'm about to say, but I'm gonna say it. If any of y'all was in a relationship and your money went up, then I'm definitely talking to you. The moment you got out of that relationship, if your money shot up, I'm talking to you. Somebody, you better by yourself. If the moment you got out of some relationship, I am definitely talking to you. Because it's like as soon as you got by yourself, it was like, cha-ching, money comes back all of a sudden. You back online. Your money is good. Because now you're not being distracted by this man or this big booty in front of you, JP. You ain't being distracted. And now money is good. And somebody is realizing like, man, when they sit back, they're like, man, I want a relationship, but I do better when I'm by myself. I do better when I'm by myself. What's up, Solo Crowned? That's so funny. Hey, Empress Tina. Because I see that some of y'all like, no, I ain't like that. Yeah. All of y'all at some point have said, as soon as I got out that relationship, my money came back up. And it's like you want to be in a relationship, but you be so excited that you don't really realize that this person may not be giving to you. So if you're the one doing all the overgiving, that means that you're filling them up, and they're not really giving in return. And the next thing you know, you're unstable. And somebody's like feeling defeated and all they want to do is go back to peace. So you know what this is telling me here? When you want to go back to peace, and the 7 of Wands is Leo, and then the 6 of Swords is Aquarius. So when you want to go back to peace, in other words, see, you're normally a 9 of Pentacles. So that means your bills are paid. When you by yourself, you don't worry about, oh, I didn't pay this, or I'm juggling this, or I'm doing that. You got it. Your life is, listen, when you got the money to take care of yourself in all areas, and it ain't like, oh my God, I'm worried about how am I gonna have a light bill. You're not really out here robbing yourself by paying this and not paying that and juggling. You are at peace. And somebody's like, okay, I got to go back to a time when I'm peaceful. You're stressing yourself out by overspending. Now, when you all laid up, you ain't thinking about the stresses. But trying to win somebody at all costs, now, look at his face like, oh, damn. Ooh, I done hurt myself. Because imagine if you get a call from your bank, you done overdrawn your account. I spent that much? I just got paid. You see that credit card statement. Now you looking all crazy. Because you was out here trying to impress somebody. What's up, Amy Goodman? So we got, so now it's like, you are out here trying to win somebody else, trying to win them over at all costs. You out here trying to take care of the person you love, but you going broke doing it. Trying to impress somebody. Child, I done seen so many videos. Oh yeah, he gotta have 6 figures. He ain't got no job. One girl got mad. The dude said, "Can I take you out?" He didn't have a lot of money because he hadn't got paid yet. She said, "Yeah." He said, "Listen, it's gonna be something not that much." She said, "I ain't got but like $40. We can go to like Applebee's. You know, Applebee's got like a 2 for $20." He told her that. She ordered 3 plates. Now, I don't know if any of y'all watch me do this when you go to restaurants. Do y'all order more than like the main entree and the appetizer? And sometimes you might get a dessert. Not everybody really do dessert, but you'll have like, sometimes you might get a salad with your meal, or you have an appetizer. They might put bread on the table. When did women start ordering 3 plates? 3, 4, I want to try this, and I'm watching this, and this will be people first date. And I said, why you ordering all this food? Do you order this much food when you by yourself? Do you order 3 to 6 different plates to try? I don't. I'm only going to eat 1 plate. And so I'm seeing here how somebody could see what I'm saying. You like this person. You want to get to know them, but you struggling trying to take care of them. And their demands. I only eat the best. You gotta take me somewhere nice, like, I don't know, some nice restaurant where y'all spending $200 and $300. And then the girl ate like a pig. Child, the way she was eating, it looked like slop. And I was so embarrassed. Oh, I was so embarrassed. As a woman, and for other reasons. I was just embarrassed because I was like, wow, you wanted him to take you somewhere nice and you don't even know how to eat. That's embarrassing. But whoever this is trying to impress somebody that they want to be with and continue having relations with, they're going into debt. What's up, Mario Bronson? Selma, how you doing? And lovely Leo, what's up? So this person wants to take care of their person, but then they end up struggling every time see what I'm saying? So the Queen of Pentacles was Capricorn, and both of these are Capricorn. 2 of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles is Capricorn. So this is somebody who, like I said, when you're by yourself, you're normally stable until you start giving out all this money. Can I be honest with you? Everything, we have to have balance. But sometimes when people fall in love, it's not that I want to call you a simp. I don't want to call you that. I don't want to call you somebody, but it's like, some people, when they fall in love, they become very giving and very generous. And whoever this is, you just like that. You just giving money. Just here. You want this? I want you to have it. And that's what you do. So here it is. You keep releasing money. Normally you look out for this person, but it's starting to take a toll. Even though you're normally very stable and can give the money, but now you're realizing, you might be better off being by yourself, because now you're in all this chaos and conflict. Your finances are out of whack. So somebody is realizing, guess what you're going to have to release? Your person. Instead of releasing money, you're going to have to let this person go. Page of Swords. Somebody is now getting the light bulb and came on like ding, 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 ding. Listen, you do well enough to take care of you, but you might not be well enough to take care of nobody else. You got to walk a fine rope. And somebody is like, see this book? And even though this is not like the High Priestess, this is the Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords is Gemini. And we got double Gemini because the Lovers. This is the Lovers is in reverse. Somebody is getting the light bulb is coming on. I need to let this person go. I don't need to be in a relationship. And sometimes you do make enough that you can survive. You can go out on a date, but you might not be ready to have the finances to be like, I'm going to take care of me, you, and them kids. Like sometimes it'd be like, hold on. I take care of me and mine, but I'm talking about you. And men have to think about stuff like this. Especially you date a woman, she got children. You got to be able to support her and what comes with her. And sometimes, and vice versa, ladies. Oh yeah, you want to marry him, you can feed him, but he got kids from a previous relationship. It's y'all's weekend. You gotta be able to feed everybody, not just you and him. Your kids, that kid, everybody gotta eat. And I did see a video where a lady, when her stepson came to eat, her husband gave her money to go get like a nice restaurant, like steaks and stuff for everybody. She came back with 6 plates for her and her kids, one for him, one for her, and did not give her stepchild nothing. She said, he said, "Where's his plate? I didn't get him any." That's your responsibility to feed your kid. Say what? You ain't feed him. She said, "I would have bought him something to eat if you would have gave me the money, but you didn't." And I'm like, doing stuff like that to me and doing my child like that, I would probably divorce you. Because I shouldn't have to explain to you that you should buy a plate for this child if we're married and this happens to be my weekend. And if I got to explain to you why that's wrong, then I don't think you the person for me. But she didn't feed the child. Everybody had a plate. I'm pretty sure the dad gave his son his plate. But because it's like, I don't know. I'm going to be honest with you, ladies. It's a lot of stuff out here that's giving us a bad name. We just look selfish, entitled, rude, expecting too much. It's interesting. See, 5 of Swords it's 5 of Pentacles is in reverse. Somebody needs to come out of the cold financially and go towards peace. And the only way you're gonna go towards stuff is somebody wants to go back to feeling like they're on top of the world. Somebody wants to go back to feeling balanced. They want this now more. You know, the same way they wanted to win it at all costs, get somebody, now they want to go back to this. They don't like feeling like they're in the dark. They don't know what's going on with their finances. Am I going to be able to pay this? Am I going to... Like, stress, if you're not a person who normally stress, that ain't nothing you want to start doing. So somebody is like realizing here with the Wheel of Fortune. Taurus was the 5 of Pentacles. The Wheel of Fortune was Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, and Taurus. Somebody realizes, yeah, when they start giving money, they're going to have to stop giving money to the person that they love if they want to go back to feeling whole and balanced. Because they're technically, every time they give that other person money, they're doing an injustice to themselves. It's not a fair, balanced relationship. One person's giving more than the other. The other person's taking because it's like they're looking at you like, you ain't got it? You ain't got it? I mean, some of them. One guy looked up, checked his account. She spent $283 on a steak dinner. He said, "Why did it cost so much if it's just you? And why did you use my card without my permission?" I mean, do you not have it? Don't you have it? And I want to, but see, this is the type of stuff that put people in debt. You have to account for those expenses. You have to budget for the stuff like that. That's not a little bit of money. That's somebody's light bill. That's somebody's water bill. That's somebody's something bill. That's a bill. Cell phone bill. That's some bill you could pay that money towards. And somebody out here is just giving away money and now you're out of balance. But the person that you're hurting is you. When you look yourself in the mirror, you don't even recognize yourself no more. You so out of damn balance. Who are you? Giving away money like you dang Daddy Warbucks out here. Daddy Warbucks was in the movie Annie. The man who was rich who adopted Annie. The little, it's a hard knock life for us. Because it's about to be a hard knock life for whoever this is. You keep giving away money like this. Somebody will like, I gotta stop. I'm hurting this. I'm doing an injustice to me. They doing it injustice. The light bulb was when they looked at their finances. Imagine if this was their checkbook. They balancing it. This is spirit whispering in your ear. You better stop. The light bulb is click, 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 click. You better stop all this damn spending. You got to stop. See, you've been getting it in. See, look at it. Look at this. Look at this. This even looks like passion. Look at all that red. Root chakra is red and orange. You see that? Root and sacral. And every time you get to messing with this root and getting all caught up in your passions, your finances, that's a messed up. Because see, the root chakra is attached to your money. And somebody now get it. You the reason why you doing yourself an injustice. Justice is Libra, the Ace of Pentacles, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Yeah, and now you out here depressed because you see you the problem. Like, man, I like them and I love taking care of them, but they ain't really giving to you. And you like, shit, I was doing better when I was by myself, truth be told. Like, I can take me out to eat any day of the week. But but I'm going to eat one plate, not 5. I think I'm going to try to sample everything on the menu. Like, child, what? Who got money like that? Wasting. It's very greedy. Greed is a problem. Greed is a problem. So we got the sun, Leo. Somebody is now realizing that they're depressed. Now, you could also be depressed because you have to break up with this person. You can't partner with this person. Somebody might be like, they're getting the message that like, hey man, you really kind of need to break off from them. Get your finances back in order. And you might be sad because it's like you realize you got to break up with someone and you're going to have to be strong and break yourself off from lustful energy because see, you're leaving the devil behind. Because see, the devil's about overindulging on sex, drugs, alcohol. You could be gambling. And sometimes when we think about gambling, we always think about like a casino, but you gambling with your money to every time you take this person out. And so it's like you realize you're going to have to let go. And it's like you may be sad about it, but you got to get yourself together. Finances are a real thing, you know. So we got the 10 of Cups. Somebody wants to have their happily ever after, but they're realizing that this is not it. See, you want the 10 of Cups, which is Pisces. You want to come out the cold. But in order to come out the cold, you're going to have to find peace by yourself. Now, you want to feel balanced, but you feel 6 of Cups is in reverse. This can't be love. You overspending, they're accepting. That can't be love, baby. 6 of Cups is in reverse. And what's crazy is that some of y'all been doing this with this person all the time. You break up, you make up, you get back with this person, and you would think that this person, because y'all got some sort of history, would know to stop playing with you like this. But it's like, you know how sometimes you'll have that one person, they know exactly what buttons to push. They know exactly what to do in the bedroom. They know exactly what to do. And now you up here with someone who is not, instead of giving you love, they're really giving you hate, pain, and despair because they're affecting your balance. Somebody is like really heavily affecting somebody's luck here. It's like when you get hooked up to this energy, now emotionally, you're not doing well. And so you got to make a choice as an empress. Somebody got to come out of their head. 6 of Cups is Scorpio. 10 of Cups was Pisces. And then the emperor here is Aries. So somebody has to make a choice and a head over heart decision as an emperor. Go, you know what? I'm not going to give you any more money. So while you are a provider, you're going to have to make a tough decision to be like, hey, I'm the leader and I got to get passionate about my finances. I cannot keep moving like this. I'm a leader. I normally tell other people how to get their stuff together. I meet somebody, we get to getting it in, and now I done lost my damn mind. I'm out here with all kinds of money problems. Can't do it. Can't do it. What's up? SJM, I'm not doing personal readings. This is a collective. Personal readings are at the bottom of your screen, right above the chat button where it says readings available. Push that. That's my email if you want a personal. I'll send you the information on the cost. Four of Cups is in reverse. Okay, somebody realizes, listen, I gotta get up and do something about all this unhappiness I'm causing myself. So we got the King of Wands out here is Leo. So somebody is like, listen, I am a leader and I cannot keep being unjust to my damn self, giving somebody money. So somebody is realizing that you got to get up and do something about why you're not happy, how you got into this situation, and you gonna have to balance. Somebody's getting ready to break up. What's up, Garrett? And it makes sense because we did see that at the bottom of the deck. I was like, somebody getting ready to break up with somebody. They're gonna choose to be alone. But I'm understanding now why you choose to be alone. So the Four of Cups is Cancer. Yeah, because see, somebody don't have everything they need. And they're starting to feel a lot of regret because it's like you feel like you just pouring money down the drain. Now, it's funny that this is going, I'm saying all this because like I said, I've been seeing a lot of those videos where these women are like, I don't understand why the Cheesecake Factory is not an acceptable first date. It's not a bad place to go. They got everything under the sun. They got American, Chinese. I mean, you can eat whatever. Italian, Chinese, whatever. They got so much to the menu is too damn big for me. I don't like that many selections like that. But they got everything you could choose from. And they got great dessert. And it's not a bad place for a first date. But some of these people, I deserve it. I mean, ain't that Ruth Chris? Do you take yourself to Ruth Chris? 9 times 10, no. You got to have 6 figures to date me. Do you make 6 figures? Hello? And make it make sense. Hey, Roy Vaughn and Ola May. How you doing? Is it Adele? Is that your name? Adele? Something, it's real long. I can't pronounce all of it, but I see Adele in there. Okay. So here it is. Somebody does not, like, they want their happily ever after, but they don't have all it takes to get there because you got to come out the cold financially. Okay. And so, hey, Cat Powers. And don't get me wrong. I mean, but some of these women are like 24, talking about he got to be a billionaire. He got to be rich. He got to, what's one girl first date? She wanted to go out to dinner at some very fancy restaurant and she wanted a helicopter ride for a first date. I'm gonna be honest with you, some of these women are not worth that. And that mother was right. Some of them ain't even worth the damn reservation. You out here chewing like a damn cow at the table. No, you don't. And I need to know that before I take you somewhere nice. Embarrassing me. I would be embarrassed. But whatever. So we got the 2 of Wands, Aries. The 5 of Cups here is in the upright. The 5 of Cups is Scorpio. So somebody is very much mourning the fact that they're with somebody who really don't care about them. Because they don't care if you're out of balance as long as they get what they want. Somebody now sees it. They're in regret over dating someone from their past who does not give a damn if they balanced or not. Long as you're giving money to me, they not stressed out about it. As long as you put money in their hand, they don't give a damn about what's going on with you. And I think somebody's like, okay, now I don't have everything I need. I'm out here financially. Now I'm in a lot of regret. And I'm usually an emperor. And I gotta get that back under control. So somebody has got to get, somebody's like, I gotta get myself under control. So financially, somebody has to get to work. I don't know if this is supposed to be like this. Did you want this King of Cups on top of this King of Wands? No. So the star in reverse. No. Do you want me to keep the star in reverse? No. Okay, I'm gonna take these. So somebody has to get to work. The Eight of Pentacles here is Virgo energy. You're gonna have to, as an emperor, if your money is funny, and even though you might care about this person, you gotta make a head over heart decision. And you gotta be like, okay, listen, I gotta take care, like, it's like putting the mask on. I gotta save myself. I gotta be a leader because, you gotta fix this thing. Seven of Swords is in reverse. Clarify the Seven of Swords. Yeah. Somebody feels like they have got to, by all means necessary, they have got to create a boundary. And you got to tell this person, I have to create a boundary. In order for you to heal yourself as a leader. Because technically, you hurting yourself. It's like stealing from yourself to put yourself under for somebody else's needs. Somebody wants to heal. So in order for them to heal, the moon here is Pisces. The King of Swords is in reverse. That's them moving like a criminal mastermind. I got to get this. I got to do this. I got to have a boundary. You're going to have to, because it's like your intuition is telling you got to have a boundary. You cannot keep giving. If you keep giving like this, you're going to hurt yourself. So that Seven of Swords in reverse is, in order for you to heal this injustice you're doing to yourself, because technically it's like you hurting yourself, you're going to have some sort of boundary. And one of the things you're going to have to do is that you're going to have to, like, because it looks like you don't love yourself. Queen of Cups is in reverse. Listen, the Queen of Cups, to me, when she's in reverse, she can be like, you're in a lot of drama. And you don't want to get, like, you don't need to go sit on nobody's couch when all you need to do is get up and do something about your unhappiness. What's making you unhappy? Your finances. Well, then stop giving to someone when you ain't got it. If I don't have the money to take you here or there, even if I want to impress you, I can't take you there. I got to do what's in my budget. And if that's not good enough for you, then that person going to have to go. It's really just that simple. What's up, LJ? Like, we can want to have, sometimes you ain't got roof course money. Sometimes you got that 2 for $20 at Applebee's. You got to do what you got to do. So, I'm not telling you to date down, but you got to do what you can afford. And whoever this is, they can't afford whoever they with. Six of Wands is in the upright. See what I'm saying? This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. So while you over here not having everything you need, trying to put somebody up on a pedestal, remember, you're in regret because you're the one hurting. Ten of Swords. You're the one out here putting them up on a pedestal, trying to make them, look at them, giving them their flowers, buying them nice clothes, taking them shopping. Cha-ching. But now you out here to hurt yourself. Now you got to go without. She's a desolate wasteland. Now you going without from shelling out all this money, throwing it down the drain, down the drain. What's up, Elite B? Dina Musa. And that's so unfortunate. The Queen of Cups was Pisces. The Seven of Swords was Aquarius. Eight of Pentacles was Virgo. The Five of Cups, I think I told y'all, was Scorpio. Then now we got the Six of Wands out here, which is Leo. The Ten of Swords is Gemini. And now we got the Magician here in the upright with the Three of Swords. Yeah, somebody realizes today they manifested their own heartbreak. How did you manifest your own heartbreak? Because you're going to give yourself a heart attack. You keep spending your money like this. You the reason why stuff. Like, imagine when you see them bills. I would be losing my crap. Somebody got to manifest. Because, baby, you got to go manifest some work. All you have is all you need. Somebody got to get to work. That's all you can manifest is getting to work. And this might even be some overtime. Because you're manifesting a lot of undue stress trying to impress somebody. Three of Swords is Libra, the Magician is Gemini. Yeah, somebody is like stressed out. Trying to take care of somebody. I want to be your lover. I want to be the only one you let go. Somebody wants you to be the only one. They want you to be their lover, baby. Here they go. Here they go. What you need? I'll be your knight in shining armor. You better cut this stuff out for you end up outside putting this person up on a pedestal. Now they're like, yes, look at me, everybody. Look at what my man or my girl did for me. You out here eating soup or drinking a whole bunch of water at lunch because you can't take yourself out to eat for the rest of the week. You can't even do lunch at work because you done overspent. Eating light on your days that you don't see this boo. And y'all think I'm playing. People do this. It's funny to me the stuff people will sacrifice for. I knew a guy who did work with me. He was not a mail carrier, but he did work at the post office. He made a lot of money. And he had a side business that cleaned offices in the evening. Had a nice car. Went out and bought a brand new Escalade. Was eating soup, canned soup every night. Who we impressing that you got to eat soup every night? You can't go get nothing to eat. Couldn't afford to go out to eat. You want to come over? I'll cook you dinner. Am I going to have to eat soup? No, I'll fix some actual chicken or something. People do it. People will starve to look good. I told y'all, I knew a guy who loved polo. He be poloed down, brand new kicks, always smelled good, had jewelry on, and every time, this is when I used to supervise, he would ask me, he would come up to me and be like, boss lady, can you run me up to McDonald's so I can get some stuff off the dollar menu? He'd get a water, a plain cheeseburger, no fry. Couldn't afford it. I said, and I was wondering why he was so smart. He didn't eat. I said, so you would rather dress like that than eat? Yeah. People's priorities. And whoever this is, it's like, you see it. You definitely see it. You putting this person on a pedestal, you end up hurting yourself. You gotta go out here and manifest all this overtime, which then hurts you. You know, this is stress. Stress will affect your heart. And so it's like you're getting the message that you're trying to be somebody's knight in shining armor. It's what's got you in all this drama. And I'm going to be honest with you, the Queen of Cups to me sometimes when she's in reverse, it's like you don't love yourself. Why are you allowing yourself to go into debt for somebody who really ain't acting like they give a damn about you? Seven of Cups here is in the upright. Three of Cups is in reverse. So somebody is realizing, see, the person that they're putting up on a pedestal, it's like you realize that they got lots of options. You don't even think that you're the only one. You think that this person gets a lot of attention. They got lots of options. And you over here scared because you ain't got everything you need to keep them. But you see, whoever this is that you put up on a pedestal, there's other people noticing them besides you. Somebody got a lot of options. Who am I choose today? And you feel like with the Three of Cups here in reverse, they about to leave your ass. Because you ain't got what they say, what you bring to the table, whoever you are, you ain't got enough to keep them at the table. They don't want to celebrate or eat with you. You don't have enough. Because now you're in the negative if you got 10 swords. You're in the red. 3 cups is Cancer. 7 of cups is Scorpio. Oh, I'm sorry. I already had a card out here. So yeah, you gotta end the relationship. Somebody is manifesting an ending. I gotta close out this cycle. You're making a head over heart decision that you gotta stop. You got to close out the cycle. You got to change directions. Ace of Wands. And one of the first things you're going to do is probably stop sleeping with this person. Probably because they're putting you in third parties too. With this 3 of Swords being up, you're going to have to change direction because obviously they're getting attention and got other options. So you really hurting yourself giving to somebody who out here giving dang-a-lang vagina to other people. So you're going to have to change directions altogether if you want to go back to stability. And that's exactly what it is. So you got to slow down with them pentacles. You got to slow down because your money is growing slow right now from all this over giving. So you got to stop. And then, yeah, so remember when I said you got to put up an ending, and I had actually I didn't know this card was here, but this was a card that would have landed on top of it. So one of the things that you got to do when you close out this cycle is create a boundary. Hey man, I can't take you there. Hey man, I can't go out to eat. I would love to take you to the movies. You seem like a great person, but right now that I really just don't have that. Would you mind? I mean, we could always watch a movie. I can, make us some popcorn. We can have drinks. We could just do something. We could just kick it at the house. Some people don't want to hear that. It depends on the woman. If you're or the man. If you're dating someone who is money focused, who is looking at you like you're nothing but a wallet, they're not going to want to chill with you at the house. Now, if you dating somebody and they really are looking for a mate and they're trying to get to know you, then they'll be cool with something like that. You got to find you somebody who's kind of like down to earth, who's realistic. Because like some of these people's expectations, how you doing, Vanette Walker, is very unrealistic. Like, what have y'all heard the one where they going around, hey JB Smooth, have y'all seen the one where they was asking a group of women how much money is acceptable if a man was to send you money for lunch? Somebody said 30. Somebody just threw out $30. I could not believe the number of women who was like, what am I supposed to do with that? And then one lady with good sense in the group said, hold on. You know good and damn well, if you had $30, you have taken $30 to treat yourself to lunch. What is wrong with somebody giving you $30 for lunch? One girl said, I'll be happy with $10. I mean, my lunch is lunch. I don't go out and spend $30 every time I go out to lunch. I spend about $10. If that. $10, $15. But even that adds up. By the end of the week, you could be to spend $100, $150, $200, $300 on lunch. And I'm not really understanding with the price of everything going up, when is $30 not enough for lunch? You got to have a boundary. You're going to have to start saying no. No, I can't do that. And when you start saying no, this person going to run off with other options. They're going to choose somebody else. I think you already know it. The moment you start saying, no, I can't do that. Gone. They're gone. What's up, Animal Antics? That's what I'm saying, JP. You didn't have that $30 before I gave to you. Like, I don't know. I just don't be feeling like I belong. Like, I just don't think like this. I be sitting back watching people really act like this. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because see, you're realizing, listen, whoever you are, they're going to choose somebody else. If you can't make them an empress, they're going to choose someone else. This person wants to be pampered. Every time, whenever I see my empress in reverse, I always think about somebody. This is somebody who wants somebody who's going to balance them out. Who going to make sure they go from nothing to something. Don't even worry about this right here at the bottom. Temperance. Somebody wants you to be able to take them from nothing to something. And the Empress in reverse to me be that pampered energy. You do it. They're lazy. Empress is not lazy when she in the upright. This is somebody who was manifested. She got the Midas touch, but when she in reverse, honey, this is somebody be like, you don't do manual labor. You do it. What you gonna do? Give me some money, go get my hair and nails done. That's what I'm gonna be doing. And you could take me out to dinner because I'm not gonna cook. You know I don't cook. So if you start telling your person no, your Empress is going to go find somebody who gonna make them balance. They're gonna stop working with you and go find somebody who gonna balance out them scales. So it's like, so if you, cause see, you gotta go back to not having no endings. Death in reverse. So you want to not have things in for you financially. So you gonna have to have a boundary. Ain't no ifs, ands, and buts about it. You had to close the cycle with this person. You cannot afford to keep dating whoever this is if this is how they're gonna do. They're gonna keep putting you in this one-sided situation, and they don't want to help you. Then you're going to have to let them go. I know that's right. Good luck to you, and let the door hit you where the Lord split you. Cause I ain't got time. Yeah, you gonna have to change directions. You gonna have to stop because you and this person are not in alignment. They're already possibly cheating on you. And you can't afford to keep up with their antics. So you're gonna have to change directions. And listen, and with the King of Cups here in the upright with the Seven of Pentacles, you're just gonna have to love yourself enough to start over and just, do what you gotta do. You're gonna have to be wise with your spending, and like it's gonna take a while to get yourself back stable. You're gonna have to make some better choices and decisions as the King of Cups. And the King of Cups to me is intuitive, but he's also loving and kind. So you're gonna have to be loving and kind to yourself to get your finances together. You cannot put this person's need above you, because that's just not gonna work. King of Cups is Cancer. The Eight of Wands is Sagittarius, Death, Scorpio, Temperance, Sagittarius, Empress was Taurus. Yeah, you're going to have to pour into your own cup. You cannot pour. Because see, this person wants you to just give to them and they don't got to do nothing. Empress in reverse. Pamper me, pamper me, pamper me. Give me the 10 of cups. Give me some money. And you cannot do that with them. Because see, you got to take care of you first. So your seeds can't go to balancing them out or pouring into their cup, because that's a brand new seed. That's the slowest one of them all. So you got to take care of yourself with that Knight of Pentacles. You're going to have to. It just ain't no ifs, ands, and buts about it. How you doing, Selma and Edwin Poole? Yeah, so you got to use your intuition. Somebody trying to use their intuition. And as they're looking at their intuition is telling them, you got to fix you, baby. You got to fix you. Yeah, if you want to see, because see, you can't deny that you're not in alignment with this person. And really with the Ace of Wands being in reverse, this is almost like the universe saying, hey, you better stop sleeping with them. They messing up your money. You have to stop sleeping with them. They messing up your money. You can't get nothing off the ground. Trying to be out here being somebody's sugar daddy or sugar mama. You can't get stuff off the ground for you now because you always taking care of somebody else. What's up, Saint Pigeon and Gonzalez de Jesus? How you doing, Selma? This person, yeah, you're going to have to stop. Because if you don't, you're just going to keep hitting towers. And so we got the Ace of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and Tower, Scorpio. Because see, the knowledge is coming in. Your whole foundation, your whole home, your money is being, look at your money even on fire. Child, you're going through so many transformations, giving to somebody who is dead weight. And so now the light bulb is coming on. You're going to have to plant some new seeds, and you can't do it with this one. You have to plant some seeds, but you can't do it with this one. In order for you to alchemize, you're going to have to leave this person. This person, they can't eat from your table. You basically going to have to let somebody else have them. You know how they say, throw them back. Like if we was fishing, you throw that fish back. You can. This person is they do too much. Your intuition tell you you can't listen. What you cannot have a new start with this person, and I'm gonna tell you why. If your brain is telling you to leave somebody alone the way that this one is, it's because this person does not value money the way you do. This person does not care about you the way you care about them, and you know it. Because anybody who really loves you is not going to let you spend your last dollar. And now you can't feed yourself. I'm not, if I love my man or this, or I'm trying to get to know this guy because I want a relationship. Not I want a big bag. I want a relationship. Then I'm not going to let him bankrupt himself taking me out on his first date. And now he can't pay his rent, his car payment, or other bills because our date was $1,000. Our first date at that. I just, so somebody sees it. High priestess here. Somebody's intuition telling you, you can't go back to this person. You can't have. You don't need no. You can't have no new start with. You and whoever this is. When you stop talking to them, you're gonna have to break up with them. You see it. You know it. You cannot have no new start with them. You gotta stay single. And like I said, and it's probably because y'all don't value stuff the same. The way you look at money, how you treat people, how you pour into somebody, and how they just take, and you're like, listen, I would like to get I like gifts too. I don't, this person's not, like, I just don't think that they consider your feelings. I just don't think that y'all value money, time, energy, and all the things that you have outside of them. Like, they don't value that. And at some point, you're going to have to value that enough for yourself to not have no new start with somebody who you can't, who it's like, listen, you're not going to get nothing off the ground with them. See, you being nice to them is not going to be able to get off the ground because, see, you didn't did too much damage to now money. You want to take your time and get your finances back stable. That's work, man. And you already know this person ain't going to wait on you. They're going to go to the next best thing because they like attention. Queen of Swords is in reverse. Eight of Cups here in reverse. Page of Cups is in the upright. Chariot in the upright. The star, see what I'm saying? Star is in reverse. So with the Queen of Swords here in reverse, see, you realize that, listen, the Queen of Swords is normally, when she's in the upright, she's assertive. When she's in reverse, she can be a liar. But then sometimes when the Queen of Swords is in reverse, this is her allowing her heart to be over her head. Somebody's instead of thinking with your logic, which is Libra energy, somebody is allowing their heart to get the best of them. The Queen of Swords ain't always about her being mean or lying or being a stone cold bitch. Sometimes it's instead of her, she stepped outside of her wisdom and she's allowing her heart to get the best of her. And it's causing towers. You got to stop this. Because if you don't, it's like somebody got to go back to, going back to that light bulb coming on. I got to go back to being wise. This is foolishness. Whoever this is, you was out here in foolishness and you know it. So it's like here with the Page of Cups, because see, this person, how you going to have a new start with somebody who barely even likes you? They the Six of Cups in reverse. And now we got the Page of Cups out here in the upright. Baby, this is the illusion of little honey. This is infatuation at best, if that. At best, if that. And so in order for you to find balance, you're going to have to move away from this. If you want to be successful and find balance, you're going to have to move away from this. You're going to have to stay single, honey. Because this person threw off your whole game. And if you move forward away from them, brighter days for you. Money goes up for you. See? Because it's like, this is what I'm saying. Because see, as long as you keep trying to have a relationship with this person like a criminal mastermind, they believe that you're supposed to resurrect them every time. Somebody looking at you like, yeah, you're supposed to have mercy. Like, and pour into not just you, into me too. But doing that makes you out of balance. So in order for you to find balance, somebody has now, it's like that light bulb, that Queen of Swords going, okay, I cannot allow my heart to keep running away from me. I gotta go and create my boundary. Remember we had that 9 of Wands. I gotta create, my intuition is telling me, listen, if you don't want to go through no innings, your intuition is telling you don't want to go through that death, you want to reverse it, then you got to tell somebody, no, I can't take you there. No, we can't go out. No, I can't pay my rent and your rent. I can't pay all of my household, and now who you don't even live with me, and I got to take care of all your bills too. You will go bankrupt doing that. And I'm going to be honest with you. If you're allowing somebody to do this, you're a bit of an asshole. Taking from somebody to the point where they can't take care of themselves because you too damn lazy to get up and go get a job for yourself. Shame on you if you're a taker like that. Oh, well, if you're going to pour 2 cups, you're going to pour into your cup. Make sure you fill mine too. The freak is this? Y'all do know that's called adulting, right? And I never looked at it like this, and I heard this, and I have to say this for my ladies. We always talk about women being an independent woman. I'm an independent woman. Why have y'all ever noticed men don't say that about what they do that's just what men's supposed to do? They don't be like, I'm an independent man. They just be a man. You know what I mean? I pay my bills, man. If I'm hungry, I cook, I clean. I have to clean up behind myself. I gotta pay my car payment. I gotta pay my bills. I gotta clean my bathroom. If he's single, he gonna have to do that. He don't look at it and be like, well, I'm an independent man because I cleaned up and I pay my own bills. Like, why are we putting it like we deserve some sort of accolade for adulting? That's what all adults are supposed to do. If you are single, you're supposed to be able to pay your bills. You're supposed to be able to pay your rent. You're supposed to be able to feed yourself. You're supposed to be able to do your chores. When did it become, well, I'm going to bankrupt somebody and like a criminal mastermind, you're going to pour into my cup and resurrect me every time. I need to be with them 6 figures. But you ain't ever made not even over 30, some of y'all. Get out of here with that shit. Because it's a lot of women out here that are lazy. And it ain't some that ain't even hit 30,000. And you talking about you got to be, he got to be a millionaire to be with me. Got all these damn kids and you think you deserve a millionaire? For real? I'm a 10. Since when? Because your mindset looking like a 2 to me. Come on now. Since when? And I ain't beating up on all my women because all women don't think like this. But there's some women out here that, like, for reals? Who taught y'all this? Where y'all get this from? Oh, girl, you better pay these bills. You better fill my refrigerator up. This ain't your damn daddy. This supposed to be your man, not your daddy. Your man. This ain't your mama, your daddy, your grandpa, your grandma. If he ain't there, you supposed to still be able to take care of yourself. I don't know. Hey, Chauncey Sessions. How you doing, Amanda Johnson? What's up, Praxy? I ain't trying to piss nobody off, but like I just don't understand the entitlement. I don't understand not taking care of yourself. I just don't understand making somebody go into debt to date you. Like who the hell are you? Did somebody need to go into debt for you? Oh, hey, I'm so good to eat there. But I take you somewhere nice and you chew like a billy goat at the table, food falling out your mouth. You hold your fork and your knife like you ain't ever held a fork and knife. Like, do you know how to cut a steak? I'm literally watching people hold utensils like children. And you talking like you need to be going somewhere where there's a certain type of atmosphere and a certain type of decorum, and you don't even know that you dress nice, you look nice, but you chewing your mouth open, and ain't nothing worse than when you see somebody with like long pasta stuffing it, and it's like you don't know how to cut your pasta before you put it in your mouth so that you don't have long strings. I seen a woman dressed up and she was beautiful, but the way she ate, I was like, dude, you cannot. You can't date her. You can't take her nowhere. You couldn't eat. I'll be honest, she was not worthy to me to eat at Subway. I wouldn't want to take her nowhere to eat out in public. Cause look at the way you chew. Your mouth open, food fall. Oh God, child, no. Can't take you nowhere. Can't take you nowhere. And then she was like, oh, I'm hungry. And I was like, hey, John Lavanis. Ah, hey, y'all laugh at me, but I'm so serious. That girl had, oh my gosh, she was a goat, child. The way she was eating, I was like, Jesus. A cow, a goat, or something that chews curd, honey. Chew with your mouth closed. Learn to cut your food. You should not be stuffing your mouth. And then gonna look at him and say, are you gonna eat that? Picked her teeth at the table with her nail, and then said, you about to eat that on his plate, picked up with her nails his pasta and popped it in her mouth and proceeded to continue to chew it. Like she had no home training. I would have been so embarrassed. Oh my God. Have y'all ever been out on a date with somebody that don't know how to eat? I have. When in my early 20s, I went on a date. The guy, he wanted to split nachos. I was like, yeah, that's fine. Every time he bit into the nachos, it was food falling into the plate. I was like, I'm cool. I don't even want none. Go ahead. I'm not that hungry. Hey, Tupac Monroe and Son Scorpio. I ain't lying. I went out with a guy. And he was eating. We were supposed to be sharing the nacho, but he all this food was falling from his mouth onto it. I'm not hungry. I just knew when I lived there, I was gonna stop and give me something to eat. Hey, Catherine, because I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. I had never seen nothing like that in my life. First card out, it says softer. Okay, let's talk about the softer. It says you got to allow yourself to embrace your gentler nature and let go of the need to be in control. One of the things that you were actually in this particular case of this reading, how were you trying to be in control? You wanted to win somebody at all costs. And so you were willing to put yourself in a position that was not good for you. And so in order for you got to embrace your softer side. Listen, sometimes you got to let them go. Sometimes you can want to be with somebody and want them to be like, dang, I really am myself. But sometimes some people don't value what you value. And some people don't see things the way you do. And you got to be better and nicer and more loving to yourself than putting yourself in a position trying to control a situation to keep somebody from dating other people. This person had other options and you knew it. But in order to get their attention, it was like you going out of your way to spend money on them. You're going to have to let them go. That's one of them fish you just got to put it back in the sea. Okay, it says, what is understood? What's understood is, listen, you got to keep your standards high and you have to let their choices reveal their character. Listen. And what I mean by that, because some people say, well, me saying I want to eat at, let's say, like a steakhouse, a very reputable steakhouse like Ruth's Chris, I want to eat there. And, that's high standards, right? And so they may feel like your choice is revealing your character. But the truth of the matter is, I can see how some people could say that, but that's not it. You got to remember, you're dating. Most people are not dating to look for a sponsor. You're supposed to be dating to look for a mate. Somebody that loves you, who you can build a future with. But not everybody's dating for a spouse. Some people are dating to find somebody who's going to take care of them. So if that is the case, then you have to have set your standards to what are your values. So on here it says keep your standards high, but I'm going to say what is your values? What does the standard of your values look like? And anything outside of that, you have to take a step back when, like, okay, a situation presents itself. You want a person, like, let's say you want a person who can take care of themselves, who understands the value of a dollar and hard work. And you want somebody who is you could treat, but they're showing themselves to be appreciative, right? Well, their choices will reveal their character. You got to, in order to see what somebody's head is, that to me, I love those first dates where they be like, hey, let's do something simple. Because it eliminates the people who are really trying to get to know you or not. You on a first date, somebody ordering 3 to 5 different plates of food. When you by yourself, do you order 3 to 5 plates of food? You're telling me something a lot about your character. You're in it for the money. If I say, hey, this is our first date. I don't know you. You don't know me. And I don't want to waste your time. And I sure as hell don't want nobody wasting mine. So let's just meet up. You want to meet up here at this Starbucks? I'm just trying to talk. We can have a latte or something. We just try to get to know each other. A little pastry or something. I'm just trying to talk to you in person instead of on the phone or texting. That's a light little date because, see, I'm trying to figure out if I want to continue before I take you somewhere and find out you really out here acting like a damn chicken head. That's okay, but today people don't do it. So when your standard need to be everybody, men or women, you have to know what you value. Some people value having a good looking woman on their arm. They don't give a damn what type of character she got. As long as he looked like the envy of all men because she is got a chest out of this world, an ass that is bodacious, and a beautiful face. Some people don't care. And some women do the same thing. As long as he look like something everybody else want. Just figure it out. And once you know your values, you can come up with little tests to see, how to eliminate those who don't meet. When you see somebody's true character, you can let them go. Spirit says here, hey, Shamika Johnson. It says, figuring it out. It says, when you figure out life is like climbing like mountains, there's some peaks that are steep and others are gentle, but each step is progress. Dating is a it's a process. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. We've all had bad dates. We've all had good dates. You're going to figure it out, though. It says, know my name. In other words, Spirit says, do you know who you are? Do you know who you are, that you're a divine being created to do great things? Now, why am I saying that? Because if you know who you are, you're not going to just let anybody just treat you like you're a check. You're not going to just let somebody disrespect you your first time meeting you. You're going to buy me these Louis Vuitton bags. I told you I want to go shopping. It's our second date. I said, yeah, we go do a little shopping. Somebody tell you let's go shopping. I'm thinking I'm going to go to the mall. You going to go to the mall. I'm going to buy me some. You going to buy yourself some. And if it's something small, I might buy it for you. These women be want to go to the Louis Vuitton store. What? One girl was buying, it looked like she was buying her entire, like he looked at her like, dang, you really buying all these clothes? Yeah. He said, do you have any clothes? She looked like she was buying clothes for 2 or 3 seasons. Like she was redoing her whole closet. And he was like, yeah, and I'm going to get this for mama. He said, oh no, okay, all right, I'm gone. Second date, somebody's supposed to be buying you 10, 15 outfits and your mama something too. This is why you need to know who you are. When you know who you are, that you are a divine being, baby, you deserve love, respect, you're lovable, you deserve all that. And so when somebody is showing you their character, ain't nothing really left to figure out. They're showing you who they are. The question is, do you see who you are if you allow this? Because if you're treating yourself like you're a divine being, you're not going to allow somebody to manipulate you. With manipulation is right after that. What's up, Calypso's Art? Hey, Yasmin. So it's like when you know who you are, and you don't allow disrespect because you love yourself and you have a standard, Spirit says you're not going to just let people manipulate you. You're going to set a clear boundary. And you're going to trust your instincts when somebody is trying to prioritize themselves over your boundary. And you're gonna have to prioritize your self-care and be like, okay, listen. This is the second date. I said we could go shopping. At most, I may have bought you something small. Like, I don't know you. Let's say you over here and you know we go you know how like you can go in Victoria's Secrets or Bed Bath and Beyond, not Bed Bath and Beyond. What's that place? I got this, this place here. What's this place called that sells this stuff? This little lotion stuff. That little place with those little scents. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And you go in there and you get some little lotions or some little hand creams. Not Burlington. Y'all know it's like, what is this? Oh, Bath and Body Works. It says it on top. You go somewhere like that, right? And somebody's like, I'll buy you a couple, they got a little three things for 20. This your second date. That's nice enough for me. What the hell you mean? Nah, you got to buy me a Louis bag. I'm going to take you here and buy you a Coach bag. Like, dude, I don't even know you like this. Why is y'all got men buying y'all stuff like they know you like this? Well, I'm just setting my standards high. Are you? Or are you being a bit of an asshole and using somebody for their money? And Spirit is saying, collective, you better trust your instincts. And this go for women too, because there's some men out here that are very much gigolos, honey, and will play you like a woman will trying to get a man for a bag. There's some men out here that will play women. Ain't got their own place, want to live with you, want to drive your car, they want to do everything. They want you to cook, clean, and they do nothing all day. There are men who are just same damn way. And you don't know it because you be like, oh, they get you. And we seen it in the tarot. It started with that Knight of Wands energy. Somebody coming in and laying it down on you. And they say, they move in and it's just a problem from there. And so Spirit is saying you have to communicate assertively. And sometimes you need to seek support if needed, but you have to take care of yourself first. It's not your job to worry about somebody else's bills or how they going to get from at point A to point B. That's not your job. You just met them. What about my rent? What about it? That would be my first thing. Not, well, how much your rent is? How much is your... I wouldn't be dare. I would not dare as no man. Ask no woman, well, how much is your rent then? And then hand them my $800 check that I didn't put... Don't get me wrong, it's check. I don't know how he got paid. I don't even think it was like week to week or nothing like that. Because he had just said he had paid all his bills. He said, I got this one little check left. So I got about $800 on it. You can have that. You just met her. It's the second date. Why are we giving her anything? Why? You don't think you deserve more than that? And when I mean more than that, in other words, somebody who would ask you to do something like that. Who can't pay their own stuff. Who wants to use you like, well, if you're going to date me, then And then when you ask them, well, what do you bring to the table? Me. That's it. That's it, ladies. That's all we bring to the table is us. Okay, well, since you bring you to the table, tell me what you can do for me. I mean, I will love you and I will give you support. I'll be like, couldn't be one of my kids. I tell you that because I be done popped off. Because I'm not like, I be want to say, girl, who raised you? Who raised you? That's your answer for what you bring to the table. Me. I am the table. I am the table. It says, find out. You can take charge of your knowledge journey. Don't rely solely on what is handed to you. You need to seek, explore, and read the information yourself. Don't just take somebody's word for it, baby. You better find out for yourself. And that's in anything. You know, people tell you what they want you to hear, but you better be wide awake. Read between the lines, look around, find out, get the information you need so you can make a wise decision. And then it says, listen, and with composure, you got to tackle obstacles with gratitude, self-assurance, and enthusiasm. Everybody don't know how to tackle obstacles. Some people's way of tackling the obstacle is to manipulate someone else. And, you know, you can get through anything if you believe in yourself. You can do anything. What's up? What's your name? Kalubra Truth See You. It says, as I am. Don't allow insecurities to overshadow your remarkable abilities. People are insecure about anything. Right now, it's looking like money is a big one. A lot of people are insecure about money. Cost of things are going up around the world. It's not just in the U.S. That's everywhere. You know what I'm saying? But there are other things that are about you that don't let stuff overshadow your great personality, all the other things you bring to the table. And you should know what you bring to the table besides just you. You know what I'm saying? You got to have something else on that resume, girly, besides me. I'm supportive. I can cook and, clean. Every grown adult should be able to do that for themselves. So what else do you do? Because I can do that. We got to... It says, in the moment. In the present moment, embrace life's simplicity. Savor every experience. You got to be present in the moment. And you got to... Listen, notice it said, embrace simplicity. Sometimes you can have a lot of fun without spending a lot or even doing a whole lot. It's all in how you look at being present. Fun does not equate to I have to spend $1,000. I got to spend $500 to have fun. Sometimes you can have fun doing simple stuff. It's all in what you do. What else can you bring that makes it fun? Okay? It says, listen, somebody, thank you, Spirit. I think Spirit trying to be funny. But no, it says weird. And I might be weird for saying this. That's why I say Spirit might be trying to be funny. It says, because sometimes when your interests take a different path than people expect, that's called evolution. It's a beautiful part of your journey. And some people may think that this is weird, that you don't want to be manipulated. That you want to be around somebody who really cares about character and trying to get to know you. They might think that shit's weird. What you mean? Don't you know, like, there's sugar daddies and sugar mamas and sugar babies and people who want to be taken care of. And that's like the dynamic. But when you don't operate like that, people might look at you like you're weird because you're not with the manipulation. You're with, hey, I'm going to, go to the park and walk around and let's just talk, have a little picnic or something, we can go for a walk. You can walk a walking trail and just talk and get to know, I don't know. It's like there's some things that are simple but fun. It depends on the person, I guess. It says demure. Consider how your tone and body language are reflected to others. No, not demure. This says demeanor. This is demeanor, girl. Ciao. It's late. Demeanor. It does say demeanor. 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 Consider how your demeanor, your tone, body language are reflected on others. As clearly my demeanor is I'm a little bit of a goof. I crack myself up. I crack myself up. But consider how you come across the people. Because like if you come across as somebody who is greedy, cause like that's the first thing I would get. It's like if I'm getting ready to take you somewhere and your first thing is it has to be somewhere expensive. You act like you're too good for certain things. And like, that's kind of like, I don't know. I'm not really getting that as a standard. I'm getting that more of that's gold digger. And so you have to be careful on how you're trying to come across, especially like if you really want to be with somebody and you want to be with somebody who loves and respects you, but who can afford you and do nice things for you. You got to think about how you're coming across. Okay. You got to really think about that. Your body language, how you act, how you carry yourself, and be authentic. It's okay to embrace the richness of who you really are and let it shine in everything you do. Authenticity. In other words, be who you really are to its exception. Like the girl who was eating with her mouth open and food falling out of her mouth. That was her authentic self, but I can't with that. Table manners are important. Table manners are important. How you conduct your, and then, and that's just to me. Authenticity is a magnet and people are drawn to realness. People like being around people who are real. Don't nobody want to be, ain't nothing worse than you finding out you're around somebody who's a liar, a deceiver, a manipulator, a psycho. Like you're just out here, you're being weird because you're being fake. You're wearing a false mask. Don't nobody want to be around that. What's up, Tupac Monroe? I see you. And I like that idea for that date. That's nice. It says, listen, some of y'all are wanting people, you need to find somebody you can work with. It says work together. Y'all work together. You can, listen, you need to surround yourself with people who kind of, they speak your language. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? When I say speak your language, not literally your language, but like they on your wavelength, your vibration. I can dig you. You kind of earthy, you down to earth. You like me. You like to have a good time. You like to laugh. That's my type of language. We go to the comedy club. Yeah, we gonna have fun. We could kick it. We could walk around. We could go to the farmer's market. That's a nice one. You know what I'm saying? That's a good place to go. I can get my fruit. Give me a little fruit cup. We could talk. Get some good lemonade. That'd be fun. Depends on the person. It says you got to surround yourself with basically people who get your vibration, okay? Because that type of stuff outshines attempts where people are going to come around to bring you down. I've seen a lot of, unfortunately, us ladies, and I'm sorry I'm so heavy on the ladies, but I don't really see a lot of there are some videos where men are doing it. I try to stay away from like red pill content, but it says there's attempts to like bring people down. Oh, you must be broke then. Or, the most rudest thing I seen today was a girl told a guy she didn't want to go out with him because she thought she just looked him up and down, was like, you look like you got skid marks in your drawers. I said, oh. And of course he hit back and it was like, well, that's exactly how your makeup looked. Started talking about her wig and everything else. And I was like, that type of stuff, can't work with that. Can't work with that. Insulting. That type of stuff, I cannot. Like, you have to be around people who are trying to lift you up. You just met somebody. Why are you talking down to them? Why are you being rude? Why are you being funny? It's just a way of handling things. I don't know. Spirit says you need, listen, it says personal space, but regardless of any space, you should listen. It says you need a space that promotes healing, comfort, and positivity. Especially like You bring somebody into like your home. Your home should be your sanctuary, your place of peace and positivity and comfort. I can't imagine you bringing somebody to your house and they being rude to your face. I don't think that has anything to do with this. And that doesn't either. So we're gonna leave it there. Hey Tuesday in a little victual. I love my ladies, but girls, some of y'all ladies, woo, my lady friends. I was like, please, Lord, don't let none of the ones that watch me act like this. I'm all for having a standard, but like there's a way of doing it. Cause see, to me, some things, um, I don't know. When I was coming up, my daddy used to tell me like Tasha, and this was just me growing up dating, and he used to always say, make sure you have enough money that if anything were to happen, you could pay for your food and you could get home. Cause anything can happen, and y'all be literally sitting up here to say. The bill come out. I done seen bills from as high as 300 to $2,500 because they done brought their friends to eat, and everybody sitting there looking like, well, ain't he gonna pay? And he get up and leave. Y'all pay. I done paid for my food, and I just be sitting there like, when we stop having money? Like y'all don't know, y'all parents didn't tell you to have your own money. And no, don't order something you can't afford to pay because you just never know what's going to happen. It is stealing, $5. That is stealing. You're very much right. That's stealing. You will never be able to call me no gold digger because I will go get the bag before I even dare ask. Child, the time it would have took for you to decide to give it to me, I would have came back with 2 or 3. Ain't nobody got time to be asking for them back. I mean, and went out here and got it. Cause you out here trying to beg and plead. That's wasting time. You could have just went out and came back with a bag. You better know how to go get what you want. First card out we got is Observer. Oh, somebody watching you. Who watching you? Some of y'all got a soulmate. Who is this? Look like y'all gonna have somebody from y'all past coming back around. Who the heck is this? Who the heck is this? It says Observer. Somebody you done had an ending with has been watching you. It's for some of y'all, it's a soulmate. Could be karmic, but a soulmate nonetheless. Or not. But somebody that you had an ending with wants to come back. Somebody that you go round and round, round and round. You somebody that y'all had ups and downs. You did many rounds with this person. They want to come back. They watching you too. That might not be the news you want to hear, but that's what's coming up. What's up, Porter Mortal? But yeah, somebody's soulmate been watching them. They want you to give them a leg up. Somebody's soulmate wants them to come back around and help them get on their feet again. You see how they look like a mama bear with a cub? Who out here wants you to take care of them like you big mama or big daddy? Hey, Miss Rumi Cooper. Who is this? And Diana, who is this that wants you to take care of them like you they damn mama or daddy? It's somebody, one of y'all soulmates from y'all's past. Somebody, you can have more than one soulmate, honey. Somebody coming back around, they need some help. What's up, Angel Reeds? Every time I see this, I want to be like, no. No. You don't want this person back. I'm pretty sure some of y'all like, no, I don't want them back. No. Oh, whoever this is has been watching you. They want you to see there's something in my heart, something in my heart that's got me stuck on you. Somebody gonna tell you some stuff that's stuck in their heart, baby. They're not ready for it to end. See how you see how the flag at the top is broke. Somebody not ready for something to be over. Somebody wants you to know what's in their heart. They ready to take the mask off. Somebody ready to show you the real them. Somebody that's watching you to show their ass. Once the second time around. They want the whole community to know y'all back together. Because so many people watch y'all in. Who is this? I ain't know nothing about no past person coming back around. What is this? Oh, whoever this is that you have many rounds with, they done got out here to see that, listen, all the glitters was not gold. So your person that went out here and dated around and they realized that, oh, ain't nothing better than you. Okay, so some of y'all got some people coming back around because they realize, shit, ain't nothing out here good. Here, look, all that glitter wasn't gold. They would have ran into other people wearing masks. And they ain't like it. So now they want to come over here and it says, come to the edge. This is the fool. This will be like the fool, right? In tarot. So somebody's ready to come in and have a big old leap of faith and ask you for a leg up. I'm going to go where I know I'm wanted. Somebody want to come to you where they know they want it. They want to come back. But what you going to say when this soulmate show up? Some of y'all might want it, but somebody do that. I'm hearing Michelet, something in my heart, something in my heart. Somebody they want to show you what's in their heart, baby. They stuck on you. And they want to leg up. Oh, heck no. Whoever this is, look, they want to go the distance now. Who is this? Somebody wants to go the distance. They want to get to the finish line. In other words, somebody want to get married. Who is this? Y'all got a soulmate coming back around, honey. They ready. They coming in like a cheetah. Like a bat out of hell, baby. Look at how that cheetah is jumping on the finish line. Woo-wee. Somebody like, let me get over here before my chance disappear. Somebody wants you back bad, honey. They're going to come in. It says clean up. They're going to clean up their whole act. Okay. How you doing, Sanja? How you doing? I know that's right. Hey, Leah. Or is it Lilac? Lilac Gold? How you doing? And you said it's time to go back under a rock. Listen, somebody feel like their intuition with deep knowing is telling them to come on over here and get this new beginning. Step out here into the unknown and try to get a leg up with your boo thing. You from Long Beach, California? Well, hey, boo. It says poised and loyal heart. Woo, somebody feel like they are poised to love you, honey. They ready. Who is this? They want a reconciliation. I was not expecting this from this particular day. Y'all got a soulmate coming back around. And this person is, I'm telling you, they feel like, look at this. This is loyal heart, honey. Somebody ready to face you. They feel like y'all got the key. Both of y'all got the key to success. Y'all got the key to look. They want to be loyal. And look, regeneration, what has burned down, they ready to start growing it again. See how that looks like a volcanic rock, but then it look like this is growing. Somebody want to come in and start and grow again. Y'all done already had a big ending with them, but they ready. Okay. Ooh, excuse me. This person feels like y'all can go the distance. They ready. This person with poise, it's almost like they ready to step up and show you who they really are. Okay. They want peace. Now, it says not for you. Some of y'all, now I'm not sure if you feel like this person isn't for you or they just tried other options and thought they were not for them. Whoever this is definitely wants to come back. And like I said, it does look like they tried other options. It didn't work. But you may feel like this person is not for you, that they always play games. You know, that would be weird to date somebody and always feel like I'm playing chess with you. Like we both play head games, like a game of chess. I just, that would make me feel like you're not for me. Cause it's like I can't be comfortable if I always, I don't think I could be comfortable if everything was like us playing chess. That's not really competition, but like still trying to like do like underhanded little things to get under each other's skin. Now you may feel like this, but this person is here to say no. They really do want an olive branch. Literally, see the bird with the olive branch. They want a new beginning. Somebody really is trying to come in with peace. They want a new beginning. They want to change the dynamics and birth something new with you. What's up, boys? I don't know though. I don't know. They kind of. They say this time they gonna move by the book. They gonna listen. They gonna try to do things by the book. You come back. Who is this and why? At the bottom of the deck it says unfinished symphony. So whoever you are, they don't feel like y'all are done. Y'all got an unfinished symphony and y'all must complete the cycle. It's time. We're not done with each other. Not even by a long shot. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. This spirit. Can you tell me? I mean, they do say they need a leg up. So, yang. They want a new beginning. This is somebody who thinks they are the yin to your yang, or you the yang to their yin, or something like that. They want a new beginning, though. They definitely. Thank you, Debbie, for the star. Somebody though, they want to start over. And I'm gonna be honest with higher power here. They feel like intuitively they're being led to you for this new beginning. And for some of y'all, they feel like you are home. There's no place like home. You home. And y'all are never ending. Y'all the never ending story. That's why I said y'all do that round and round. Y'all never end. This person feels like y'all are fated to be together. And it came out twice, so I must be supposed to say this. This is somebody who wants to exchange some gifts with you. They might have some gifts they want to give you. Now, it says exchanging gifts. Now, they might have actual gifts to give you, but y'all better be careful because, you know, when you get to swapping energy and spirits and everything else. I mean, they might want to lay you down and then, because they do need a leg up. You lay them, they lay you down and you give them some money or something. Whoever this is, they really do think y'all will be happy together if y'all had this new beginning. We're happy. But somebody, I don't think y'all think this person's for you. Yeah, because look, it says chaos and conflict. Right when I said this person's not for you. Some of y'all feel like your person was fake, that they sold you an illusion. See how that looks like a zebra with a giraffe coating. So you may have felt like this person was fake, that they it always seemed like they was wearing a mask, they were phonies, that it was always a lot of fighting, chaos. I don't know. But this person feel like they've been meditating on it. They really want a new start with you. With breathe here, and they do think that they're gonna be happy. They just been waiting for a change in the wind. Somebody been waiting on divine timing. Okay, well, take this part as it resonates. But somebody got a soulmate that's been watching. You know, because it's a lot of weird. Because we keep getting that too in some of the other decks, where it's like y'all got stalkers or people watching y'all under fake accounts. Somebody gonna come back and they gonna try it. They like y'all the never ending story. Y'all supposed to be getting back together. And I hear angels reading something. I guess I'll catch you next lifetime. can't imagine. I can't even imagine nobody from my page showing up. I'd be like, what you doing here? Good luck to all y'all that's got that going. And that is not for everybody. You will know if this person, if your soulmate's coming back around, you probably already got signs, synchronicities, or omens. You may have been noticing somebody watching you with fake accounts, or they might be trying to reach out, getting calls from unknown numbers. Somebody might send you an email or a text, but this person coming back. They feel like y'all are not done. They want their baby back, and this time they're going to be loyal. Well, what was different about all the other times? But this time they said they're going to be loyal, so good luck to y'all. Listen, I want to thank the Most High, her Son, the Holy Spirit, and my light team. Thank you to JP, the guy, for being an awesome moderator. This was a fun little read. I hope y'all learned something about dating. And I was really going in on my ladies because I don't know, y'all. People equate how much somebody spends on you with your self-worth. But that's not true. Sometimes you're knocking out good options because, like, if I had a lot of money, I'm not even gonna lie to you. If I was a millionaire, I think that I would probably do like that one movie. It was that one movie about them. It was like it was Asian something. I can't think of the name of the movie, but anyway, the premise of the movie: the man was rich. He was from a rich Asian family. That might be somewhat the title. And he did not tell the lady that he was dating that he was rich. He just acted like a regular old guy. And they got engaged. And it wasn't until after he vetted her that she found out that he came. Was it Crazy Rich Asians or something like that? Yeah, that's the name of it, Crazy Rich Asians. And then he told her about the money. I would do something like that because I need to know what kind of character you have. Are you here because I'm rich and I can take you to the finest restaurants? So we got to be cognizant of what you could be eliminating. Don't get me wrong. You don't want to just be out here just dating anybody, but please listen to your intuition. Think about the character and the type of person you are and what you're reflecting, because you could be with somebody who's just testing to see, are you in it for the money or are you here because you really like me? You just never know. Sometimes people are wanting to give you a blessing. Like, let me give you an example. There was a guy who asked a lady, he said, excuse me, ma'am, can I normally don't do this, but do you mind do you have like $5 to spare? And it was like to feed his kid or something. That was the excuse he was doing. But he was doing a social experiment. And whoever gave him $5, he was going to give them $5,000. The lady looked him up and down, was like, why are you even talking to me? He said, excuse me, why are you even talking to me? Do I look like I have $5 to give you? You should be giving me money, not the other way around. And he said, excuse me, it's cool. I'm sorry. The next person right after her, she's still within earshot. He did the same thing. The guy said, of course, here you go. He reached in the pocket. He said, man, I just wanted to see who would do it so I can be a blessing to you. Here's $5,000. She said, well, hold on. He said, get out of my face. Remember, don't talk to you. Sometimes people are just trying to do a good thing. I'm not telling you to take everybody's offer because there are crazy people out here and ain't nobody trying to be hurt. But just try to use your intuition and be nice. It don't cost you nothing to be a good, kind soul. I mean, you ain't nobody gonna take advantage. Do it with wisdom. Be wise. You see what I'm saying? You ain't got to be like, oh, I got to be nice and say yes to every single thing and be a people pleaser, but you ain't got to be rude either. And just think about how we treat people when we out here dating. Because some of y'all are dating for the wrong reasons. You're looking for somebody to take care of you because you don't want to do nothing. And I'm going to be honest with you. I don't necessarily know if you're going to find that. You might not. All right, that's it. That's all. I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Please hit the like, share, and subscribe. If you need a personal, I'mTheLightTarot@gmail.com. Thank y'all for the 157 likes. I appreciate y'all. And I'll catch you on the next one. Y'all have a beautiful good night, good morning, or good afternoon. And I'll see you tomorrow at 9:30 Eastern, 6:30 Pacific Standard, 8:30 Central. Until next time. Bye, baby. I'll catch y'all next one.